The market is pretty happy right now. Everything is moving towards the upside, guys. Look at the bubbles. All the altcoins are in green. It's not only about the altcoins. Yesterday, the US stock market added $1.1 trillion. Absolutely amazing. And this is what we want to see. But wait, why is it happening? We're going to talk about that. What are the trades? We're going to talk about that as well. Our current trades. I still remain the only person who has a live journal on Twitter as well as YouTube. Guys, this is why you need to follow. This is why you need to smash the like button. All right. Now, hyperscalers up, software up, semis up. We are all friends right now. We are in a bull market and everyone is happy. The first reason is the war situation. The war situation right now is de-escalating in front of us. How? So Trump came out yesterday and said that Iran says that they don't want to talk or they're not talking, but they actually are talking. No matter what they say, we are trying to find a solution and the solution is gonna happen soon. And the market loves it. Oil is moving towards the downside. Risk ons are going towards the upside. The second reason was the ISM print. This is the highest ISM print in the last 6 months, which is this year's highest ISM print. And this is the 7th consecutive monthly print above 52 level. And the last time it happened, crypto went in a bull market. Now, I'm not saying that crypto is going in a bull market. What I'm saying is the sentiment right now is fine. So we are allowed to go with the trend. We are allowed to trade in a very conservative manner, guys. And that is exactly what we are seeing. Also, a bit long time frame tweet for the people who are extremely, long sighted, let's say. All right, this is a good one. All the bull markets are actually born in proper pessimism, and this is actually true. I've read it in a lot of financial textbooks. Okay, right now you've got bond market revolting, 30-year yield breakout, Iran war happening, yen carry trade unwind, Fed won't cut, AI bubble, government debt crisis, midterm year crash incoming. Sounds like a bottom. Yes, this is what happens, and I'm not even kidding. If you go to Claude, go to Google, read about this. Bull markets are born in absolute pessimism. Right now, there is only one thing in the markets, and that is good earnings. Rest, everything is bad. Every single thing is bad. But we continue to trade, guys. Another month, another journal. August, 4th day of the month. We already have 2 trades running, Tao and Zcash. If you took the trade yesterday, if you watched the video yesterday, you took this trade and you have already taken profits. Some profits, TP1, but absolutely amazing. I am not your mainstream KOL. Trust me, I am not your mainstream KOL guys who come here for 50 odd minutes, 1.5 hour, and talk about, things and do not have a live journal. I have a live journal, but I don't have a Lambo. I don't want a Lambo. All I want is proper conservative trading. I want to make sure that this community is not a community of gamblers, and that is it. Currently, I'm in trades and my trades are live on Bitfunded right now. You can see it as soon as it loads. Here you go. I'm in 3 trades here, Nvidia, Tao, and Uniswap with everyone, all of them pushing towards the upside. Tao a little bit dicey, but that's all right, happens. And on the other account, I've got the Zcash trade running. I've already taken profits here and it is absolutely amazing. So if you want the journal, tell me. I'm going to send it to you for free. I am not charging any money, guys. Why? Because I trade. I make money. For me, this is about building a community, making sure that everyone is trading seriously. All right, let's move on towards the first chart, which is NASDAQ. It's important to look at NASDAQ so that we can look at the overall market. We can understand what's happening in the market. NASDAQ is back in this range, back above this support, and this is what you want to see. It is looking extremely good here, cracking towards the upside, reaching the resistance. All you want is hold, a little hold over here, and then a nice breakout towards the upside. That is what you want to see. First chart I want to show is in stocks is SanDisk. We've got earnings today, and we know how all these memory stocks, AI stocks are getting up with really good guidance, really good margins, and SanDisk is right now at the literally brink of the breakout, trendline resistance, but I'm not taking the trade. Why? Because I've got a better trade, guys. The better trade is SpaceX. SpaceX is coming up with the first earnings today. Day after tomorrow, they've got unlocks. A lot of people talking about the short position. In my opinion, it's already priced in. Look at this chart. Tesla at IPO and SpaceX at IPO, literally mimicking each other. In my opinion, there is going to be a bounce on SpaceX. If you want to take risk, if you are a very non-risk averse person, let's say, then you can take this position, which is the SpaceX long. But let me tell you, it is extremely risky. Make sure that you're not putting a lot of money. This is no financial advice, and it's obviously difficult to trade earnings as well. But in my opinion, Tesla can move towards the upside. Another one is Robinhood. Now, a lot of people were talking about the Robinhood chain, but right now the Robinhood chain DEX volume is moving towards the downside here. It's absolutely gone from 600 million to less than 200 million, which means that there is a lot of drama here, which was there, but now there is no drama at all. Sorry. So looking at the Robinhood chart, this was the major support at 91.5. The price went below after the earnings, and right now it's testing this level from the underside. It's going to be very important to break out and hold this level. If it does, then this becomes a long position. For example, something like this. If it does something like this, it becomes a long position over here. But right now it is an underside retest. I'm monitoring the chart, not taking a trade. I'm just monitoring the chart. Very, very important to understand this. The trade which I'm going to take is gold. This compression, I have no idea the last time I saw such a compression on gold. Absolutely crazy. Bollinger Bandwidth sitting at the bottom right now, which means that the volatility is around the corner. In my opinion, the breakout is going to happen. The breakout is going to be something like this, and the trade is incoming. As soon as the breakout happens, guys, you are allowed to long. That's what I'm going to do as well. So there is no limit order. You need to look for the breakout. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section and I'm going to answer all of them. All right. Now, coming to crypto. Yesterday, Strategy sold 1637 BTC, which is 1637 Bitcoin, and they increased their USD reserve now, which is sitting at $4 billion. Absolutely crazy. Like, this guy is absolutely crazy. Why is he selling the bottom? Why is he selling near to the bottom, and why was he buying 120,000 worth when BTC was 120,000? Absolutely crazy. Like, this guy was buying the top, selling the bottom. Shouldn't be doing this. But then he comes up with an explanation. When I say never sell your Bitcoin, I speak as one saver to another. I have never sold mine. Not one Satoshi. Strategy is a public company. We know Strategy is a public company. You are allowed to sell with Strategy. That's fine. That is absolutely okay. But why are you selling near to the bottom? What are you doing right now? Give the explanation for that. Do not give us, this psychological explanation, the philosophy about not selling your BTC. Why are you selling the bottom is the question. And I don't know what this guy is doing. So I'm not interested in Strategy at all right now. I've got a limit order at 82, which is going to be proper discount, but that's only on the basis of technicals. I do not believe what this guy is doing right now. BTC is currently below this trend line resistance. It's looking really good. If a breakout happens, then I think it's going to go towards the 66K level. But if the breakout does not happen, then obviously we're going to roll over towards the new lows of the bear market, which is extremely possible because right now we are in this 4-year halving cycle and we are in the bear market as well. We might see a new low in August and September. One thing is for sure, and some tweet on point. Love this tweet. Sailor selling while Tom Lee is still buying, and Robinhood chain attempting to bring back the L2 thesis. See, Sailor is selling BTC while Tom Lee is buying Ethereum, and Robinhood chain is actually trying to get back the L2 thesis. Is the first time, this is the first time in a long time these things are happening. Is this the ETH BTC bottom? Maybe like these are the fundamentals that encapsulate between each other, and that's how some kind of move is generated, and that's what's happening with ETH BTC right now in front of us. ETH BTC on higher time frame is still below a major resistance over here, the trend line resistance, but on lower, on like 8-hourly time frame, medium time frame, it has already broken out. It is trying a lot to move towards the upside. Even if you look at the Ethereum chart is actually looking better than BTC, which is it has already broken out of the double bottom and now retesting this level again and again, creating this range, and this range breakout can happen as well. All we need to do is we need to make sure that the market behaves. If the market behaves, our positions are going to be good. If the market does not behave, we have a stop loss, we have proper risk management, and that is how we trade, guys. We trade in a very serious manner. We're not scamming here. We're not, obviously we want views, we want likes. I want views, I want likes, but for that, I'm not going to lie to you guys. That is for sure. Now, next chart I want to show is Solana. the validator proposal right now is live, and Solana might just become deflationary, right? The inflation is going to go down on Solana. That is going to be quite exciting. So on-chain stats on Solana are moving towards the upside while the price is down only. Ninth consecutive month of red candles. Absolutely crazy. This guy wrote a full thesis on Solana. Usage held up while the price did not. Solana dApps did 257 million in revenue in Q2, still number one across every single chain, 9 quarters running, right? ETFs are buying every single day. RWAs are actually happening in Solana right now, about 4x the 1.1 volume done in Q1. Solana held 95% of all on-chain tokenized equity volume through H1 2026. Collectibles are here. Tokenized TCGs did 230 million in May, up 7x year on year, with Solana taking 64% of that. Absolutely crazy. Inflation's getting fixed. We know about that. The vote is happening right now in front of us. The tech catches up in the end, right? Alpenglow, the biggest consensus overall since the mainnet, is rolling out in stages between August and October this year. So Solana, in my opinion, can move towards the upside. If the breakout happens and the retest happens of this $75 level, I'm going to be long. Simple. I'm going to be long if this happens. So keep it in your watch list, guys. Make sure that you have a watch list like me. I created this watch list. Here you go. Current trades, limit orders, monitoring. This is the kind of watch list you want. Current trades, limit orders, monitoring. If you have such a watch list, absolutely amazing. All you need is something like this. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Telegram. What happened this morning? This is what shows you there are so many opportunities. And if you're following my Twitter, you will get them. 9% up down swing in 1 hour for Telegram. Why? Because Telegram was removed from the App Store. And then in the next 1 hour, Telegram was back on the App Store. Absolutely crazy. I don't know whether it was because of the bug, but you can actually take advantage of these kind of things in crypto, because the Gram token actually went down 9% and then went up 9.5%. Crazy. We are in 2 trades. The first one is Zcash, already taken TP1 over here. We are in Tao as well, which is compressing right now at break even. Can break out anytime, guys. Can break out anytime. And I'm also looking at one more trade, which is Pepe. Pepe is building this beautiful inverse head and shoulder, can break out anytime, and retest is going to be our entry. Don't worry, guys. I come here every single day, same time, same place. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section. I'm going to answer all of them. And smash the like button if you're new, subscribe, because I remain the only trader who has a live journal. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.